of the Igbo's in Nigeria is needless, Elliot said. Founder, Igbo Youth Movement (IYM) and Secretary of Eastern Consultative Assembly (ECA), Evangelist Elliot has said various groups in the country nurse a certain fear of the Igbo, which according to him is mostly out of paranoia, even as he argued that such fear was needless. Uko, who spoke in this interview with Obinna Ezeugu, also accused the President Muhammad Buhari-led government of neglecting Indigo even in the distribution of COVID-19 palliatives, but noted that various Igbo groups have risen up to the challenge of taking care of their own people. Uko, who is also a prominent member of the Professor Ben Nwabueze-led Igbo Leaders of Thought, noted that with the falling oil price in the global market, the need to restructure Nigeria has become urgent. You complained recently about the unfair manner the federal government palliative is being distributed. Any positive changes on that? Not at all. If anything, the problem is getting worse because the endurance levels of some people are bursting and no news from the federal government. Hearing that some regions are enjoying government palliatives sounds offensive to the sidelined and discriminated Southeast, but we praise our people for coming to their brethren's assistance. Our people are doing great, supporting and helping each other. That's beautiful and quite commendable. The church organizations, businesses, and kind hearted folks are surprising everyone, donating generously to communities, especially to the less privileged. It feels great to see the power and ancient wisdom of our bearers in establishing our quite unique extended family structure. Being one's brother's keeper is a wonderful experience. Our people are surviving through the benevolence and generosity of brethren. The federal government and the palliative is nowhere to be seen. That is the situation in the East. However, acknowledgement of the impressive donation from groups and individuals doesn't in way suggest that there are no suffering and starving folks around. Hardship and hunger is all around us. You can tell from the pressure from your people. It's tough for everyone. In fact, I doubt if the people can endure another extension of the lockdown. So kindly inform the government that when and if their so-called palliative gets around here, we will be the first to acknowledge same. They are yet to remember Igbo land for reasons best known to them, but our people are surviving. Thank God for extended Ndigo in the diaspora. Do you think the government is handling the pandemic well? Nigeria is under a leadership that has succeeded in getting everyone NG for certain reasons. One, no one knows why our president will never address us live. Instead of recorded videos, nobody knows why he can't take questions and reassure us that he actually is on top of the situation. Secondly, impunity, indolence, and intolerable laxity by the authorities has given a particular region the impetus and effrontery to disregard every law of the land. and get away with it. Everybody knows same region will mock social distancing and stay at home order with obvious grave consequences for all. Believing they are above the law makes it difficult for folks of the region to obey simple lockdown regulations. Their attitude to life will make it difficult for a proper and well coordinated effort to contain the virus. These are our fears. You hear of verbal autopsy amidst mysterious deaths in Kano. You hear of folks still gathering in large numbers. Thirdly, failure by government to build a strong team of professionals to develop a holistic blueprint. You know, a powerful committee that will look at everything: security, health implications of the pandemic, but also the social and economic impact as well. I watched the German chancellor build a powerful team of professionals: bankers, agriculturalists, pharmacists, finance experts, surgeons, oil and gas gurus, security experts, media executives, you name it, to guide her. The idea is to create an intellectual bank, if you will, that will look at every angle of the problems and troubles the pandemic will create. But here the cabal, as usual, isolated the VP, who should drive government intervention at this time, to the amazement of all. I'm not inspired, but I trust that God is able to keep this virus at bay for some reason. Lady Corona is not wreaking havoc in tropical zones, especially sub-Saharan Africa. I am depending on God to drive it away with minimal damage. Answer to your question: I am not very proud of government response, but I hope government will sit up. Thank you for listening to this news. Wow, I really appreciate the great contribution by Mr. Elliot Oko, the founder of Igbo Youth Movement and Secretary of Eastern Consultative Assembly (ECA). In fact, you have been representing the Igbos so well, and the Igbos are saying a very big thank you. And you have actually spoken well. You are not the only person or the first person speaking of government's attitude on on the distribution of palliatives. You're not the first to say or complain government attitude to the Igbos on the distribution of palliatives. Government, Nigerian government is a government that has developed a threat for the Igbos at first, even before the beginning of the administration of President Buhari. The administration has already developed hatred for the Igbos. Yes, President Buhari himself hates Igbos to the blood. Anything that he's saying concerning the Igbos is just a fake say, and it's really paining me because our Igbo leaders in his administration are not doing anything to salvage the situation. Instead, they keep worsening the situation, making the situation to get worse and worse by the day. To God be the glory. The Igbos are not hungry people. You can see the positive contribution from the wealthy Igbos to the common Igbos in Nigerians, the ones that cannot fend for themselves. Thank God for the positive contribution from the Igbos in diaspora, the ones in Nigerian. In fact, I really appreciate that positive move. They have really shown to Nigerians that without them, the Igbos will survive and will survive greatly. They have really shown to the government that the Igbos are great people with great minds, just like I used to say. Nigeria knows it and they will keep knowing that. So, my viewers, I would like your own contribution to come in. Please don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell buttons to receive more updates. Thank you.